we're going to talk about books I read in the last week. I don't have a name for the series. I have just been doing it on Tuesdays. I will tell you about the books I have finished and what I have started since last week on Tuesday. The first book I finished was Good Spirits by B.K. Borson. I absolutely loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. I do not comprehend why people don't like this one. It's like a Christmas Carol where we have Christmas past. That's all we see. We don't see Christmas past, present, or future. We just see Christmas past. His name is Nolan, and our female main character is Harriet, who runs like an antique shop. I absolutely loved it. And it wasn't that long. And I read it a couple days, which is pretty good for it being a physical book. The other book I finished was Daydream by Hannah Grace. I finished within 24 hours of starting it. And I only gave it 4 stars, even though I read it really fast. It felt like it was 4 stars because, one, like, I didn't dislike the characters being socially awkward, but it kind of made it really awkward. And then 2, like, the male main character is a hockey player, but I felt like we had no hockey involved. And I felt like that, like, kind of bumped it down. I don't know if it's advertised as a hockey romance, but I know the Maple Hills series is, like, the college hockey or whatever, and it just made me sad that we had no hockey in this one. When we were in hockey season, if it was like in the summer or whatever, like Wildfire was, I would understand that. But, and the spice is there's not a lot of spice in it, but I enjoyed it. If you don't mind social awkward characters. And then I finished The Boxcar Children, Secret of Bigfoot Valley. It is like a children's mystery book. I love these books as a child, so I'm just reading the new ones. Because there's like over 100 books in the series. I gave this one 5 stars. I read it in one sitting, but I mean, it's like 120 pages with bigger print. And then the other one I finished was, Secret Nights and Northern Lights by Megan Oliver. This is her debut novel. Mona is a journalist for Around the Globe magazine. She gets this opportunity to go to Iceland to write an article about like the sightseeing and stuff that is there. Because it's a travel magazine, and she ends up being paired with a photographer that happened to be like her high school boyfriend, but he's freelanced, so like he was hired by the company. He doesn't work for the company full time. So they go to Iceland together and they have some like awkward moments. I enjoyed it. 4 stars. Hopefully there's a book with Mona's brother and best friend. And Unsweetened by Jodie Sweetin, who plays Stephanie Tanner on Full House. This was a memoir. I'm not going to rate it because I'm not going to write nonfiction. Honestly, I don't think nonfiction needs to be rated. It wasn't terrible. I mean, I read it one day because it's like less than 300 pages. But it was so much about her drug and alcohol abuse that, like, I knew, like, that was going to be a good majority of the story, but I was hoping for a little bit more than that. I was kind of like, she had a daughter, and I was kind of hoping more of like how the court went to get full custody of her daughter, and like how she did to like fight her addiction demons to stay sober every single day. I liked it, but honestly, I was just hoping for more from her memoir. And then I started, that's all of them. And then I started Soul Searching by Lila Sage. I'm in like chapter 2, but it's like 350 pages. Honestly, once I get hooked, it shouldn't take me too long. This is my first Lila Sage novel I am reading. I've never read her before, so I'm kind of excited to read her. Yeah, we'll see.